Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 2021 home decor trends. These are going to be styles that I think are here to stay for 2021. These are my predictions and also just specifically what I like. There are so many other trends that I think are also going to be popular but that are not exactly aligning to what I like, but this is not going to be the focus of today's video. Today I'm going to focus on the things that I like and that you're actually going to see a correlation between my home decor projects for the year and these trends. So it's all gonna wrap up really nicely, and I do just want to give one disclaimer before I start, and it is that if you've already decorated your home or you found your style, I don't ever want you to feel pressured to have to update it just because there's new things that are coming into style. I myself find it to be very overwhelming that there are new styles and new trends that are coming about all the time. I just think sometimes it's good to have your style, figure out how you want to decorate a room, and just stick with it and be happy with it for the time being. So I never want you to feel that pressure. However, since I am a home decor DIY channel, I am going to be sharing with you the trends that I think are going to be popular this year. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So because of the impact of COVID and with everything that's going on and so many people being home all the time, I really think that the overarching themes here are going to be around soft, comfortable, relaxing, enjoyable spaces. I think that is going to encompass everything for this year, and that's going to come about in a couple different ways. So the first thing I think is going to be really popular this year are rounded shapes and softer lines as a whole, as opposed to straight lines or harsher lines. So this can come about in several different ways. So think of rounded sofas, rounded lounge chairs, arches of all different types. You know, you can have wall arches, arch tables, and then also think of, you know, lamp bases that have nice organic shapes. All of that is going to be very popular, and the reason for that is that rounded shapes and softer lines add visual interest. They also add a little bit of extra dimension, but they're just soft as a whole, so they add a very calming aesthetic to the space, as opposed to harsh lines that are a little bit more restrictive when you think of it and when you're experiencing those types of shapes in your space. The next thing I think is going to be really popular are warm neutral colors as well as earthy tone colors, and that is opposed to, you know, grays or cooler tone darker colors. I don't think those are going to be as popular this year, and I think the real reason for that is because because of COVID, really need to be one with nature. We need to bring more nature inside and make us feel more relaxed, more calm, more at ease, and I think all of those neutral colors and earthy tone colors will really do the trick. So in terms of neutral colors, think of warm whites, cream colors, beiges, taupes, all those nice neutral colors that are also leaning towards warm. And then on the earthy side, think of your sages, your ochres, golden yellows. All of those types of nice colors will add a pop. You can, if you want more of a vivid look, go for your wine colors, or even your navies will be really nice. Hunter greens will be nice. Those ones aren't necessarily my style. I err a little bit more on the side of the lighter colors because I want my space to be light and airy and feel just like really uplifting. Okay, so next up, I need to talk to you about natural materials. So obvious ones will be cane webbing, rattan. That type of stuff is going to be really popular, but also if you're looking for other types of materials that would fit into that, you could look at seagrasses, raffia cloths, and if you want an inexpensive version of those two last ones, look at burlap from furniture stores. They're going to have the exact same look, but just way cheaper. These natural materials are so nice because they add dimension, they add texture, but they're natural and they just feel very calming and almost boho in aesthetic. Now, you will see these types of products being used obviously in furniture, chairs, headboards, stuff like that, but you'll also see it in art, and it's a really good way to not spend a ton of money but still get the same look by using it just on an art piece, especially if you're DIYing it. I really like that as an option as well. Now, the thing that I actually find funny about the rattan and cane type furniture here in the Western world is that it's actually really expensive when it comes to furniture pieces. They are some of the most expensive pieces, and they're really hard to come by as well. I find it funny though, because I've had so many subscribers comment that in Asia, this type of material, it's a natural resource over there, and that's actually what the most inexpensive furniture is made out of. Now, I've had, like I mentioned, several subscribers also comment that they're so interested by the fact that in other countries, this is like this coveted type of material. So I find that really cool. That something that can be a natural resource and sourced really inexpensively in some countries can be really, really popular and really expensive in other countries. The next thing I think is gonna be really popular or continue to be popular in 2021 are dried grasses and dried florals. So think of all the different variants of pampas grass. There's so many because I have so many. They come in a variety of different colors, but obviously the whites, the creams, and the natural colors I think are gonna be the most popular. I also think little dried flowers are going to continue to be very popular, as well as palm leaves that are dried and are in all of those nice, natural, warm, neutral type colors. I think all of those bundled together are gonna be great. Number one, they're natural and they also add life even though they're dried. And then the third thing is that obviously they pretty much last forever. So they're really, really good, especially if you want a floral type arrangement, but you don't want to keep switching it out all the time because that feels like it's a waste. That's at least how I feel. I really, really love flowers. I just feel so heartbroken when they die. So I really love having dried grasses, pampas grass, florals, stuff like that. I've had those decorated all around my apartment, and I think that's definitely a trend that's going to continue on. They add a really, really nice texture, and they really add to that relaxing and calm aesthetic that we're all going for. Okay, so the next thing I think is gonna be really popular in 2021 are wooden items. So think wooden furniture, wooden home decor. That can break down into, you know, plant stands, tables, bowls, cake stands. Like, I think wooden items as a whole are gonna be really, really popular. And in terms of color, I think it's going to lean a little bit more on the warmer side, and I think it's gonna be a little bit more towards the warm oak type colors, as well as the medium browns that also have those nice, rich, warm hues. I think you're gonna wanna stay away from the gray tone woods or the darker mahogany even type woods. I think that might just be a little bit too dark. But there's so many different types of woods within that I think will be really, really popular. I also think more exotic type woods will be very popular, like mango wood is always really nice and it adds different dimension and different types of colors to your space. So look out for those as well, especially if you're shopping around and you see those. Those will be really nice additions to your home. So next up we have fluted decor, and I am so excited for this one because without even realizing this would really be a trend, I did make a DIY dining table. It's my next video that's going live next week and it fits perfectly into this trend. So I'm so pleased that it is one and that it's been brought up and that I've been seeing more of it and that I actually have something that is on trend. Quite excited about that because that wasn't actually necessarily even my intention, but here we are. So fluted decor, when you think of fluted decor, you can see dining tables that are like this, side tables, as well as plant stands, cake stands, stuff like that. They're often made out of wood, but they can also be made out of other types of materials like marble. And I just love the design of them so much. I just think it's so perfect. It adds dimension. It has that rounded type of shape. I actually have started seeing tables that fit into this type of aesthetic sold at really, really high-end stores for thousands and thousands of dollars as of a couple months ago, actually. But I wasn't necessarily sure it would make a full-on trend for the year, but I am pretty confident at this point. I've seen it in some articles, and also I just love it so much. It's really, really pretty. So I highly recommend fluted decor because I just think, you know, it's awesome. It's gonna be great. So the next thing I think is gonna be really popular this year are textured walls. So think plaster walls, which were popular once upon a time, but then went out because drywall became popular. Now that type of style is definitely gonna come back in, as well as wallpaper that adds additional texture and visual interest to the wall. And I actually used plaster wallpaper to do my accent wall art, and I applied it in a rental friendly way so it's fully removable. So if you wanted that extra texture on your wall, you could easily use textured wallpaper, like plaster wallpaper, put it on your wall in the renter friendly way, and then paint it to your color of choice. And just like that, you would have that look that you're going for if you want more textured walls. But I think that is gonna be really popular this year. The plaster wall type look and wallpaper that has, like, you know, maybe some floral designs or little textured designs on it, I think are gonna be really great. But I also think you're gonna see a rise in like paneling, wall paneling, wooden paneling on walls as well in a really sleek and sophisticated way, not the, you know, old cabin, old wood house type way. That's just adding more dimension to the wall, more visual interest, and make it feel like a more luxury home. Okay, so the next big trend that I see coming for 2021 now more than ever is flipped furniture. So whether that be thrifted furniture, secondhand furniture, free Facebook marketplace type furniture, curbside, roadside, free furniture, or even flipping furniture that you already own. I think that's gonna be unbelievably popular this year just because, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle, but also it allows people to have really, really unique pieces that they can customize perfectly to fit into their space. And so I think that's going to be really, really popular. It also tends to be way more affordable than buying something outright. And I think it's just gonna be a really, really big trend this year, which I love. So you guys, those are my 2021 home decor trends that I predict to be really, really big and that I also particularly love. Let me know down below which of those trends is your favorite. And also if you have a trend on your mind that I've completely missed, I mean, who knows, maybe I don't even know that it exists. So let me know down below if you have something on your mind. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.